sure. Amazing, amazing. Hello, spoiled agents. I know you've got a lot of them coming on here for you today. Welcome, everybody. I'm just getting us ready here on Facebook. We're here live on Zoom, and we're all here to see our friend Paul Larcher.
Hello, everybody. I'm sorry, I'm a little under the weather, so if I sound a little froggy, please understand. But yeah, great start to 2025. I wish I was right there at Peanut Island in Palm Beach right now.
Aw. Well, we really, really appreciate you joining us, and we know it's hard when in these cold and flu months, that's for sure. Okay, I'm just getting us ready here. We're live here. Hi, everyone.
There are lots of people saying hello from Texas and Newfoundland and tiny Ontario.
That's it. That's it. And I
Too
would
bad
like
though.
to officially welcome our friend Paul Larcher. Hi, Paul. Hi, everyone.
Hi,
Hi, spoiled
Susan. Happy
agent.
New Year to everybody.
Happy
I
New
can still
Year.
say that, can't I? It's only halfway through January.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure. Hello, welcome everyone. I see them all in the chat saying hello. I think you all know
Yes.
our friend Paul Larcher, who represents the Palm Beaches. Hi, Paul.
Hello. Hello from Orlando, but normally Edmonton.
Wow, that's you're hardcore if you're taking your vacation and listening to us. That's great. Wonderful. Well, I know you're going to give us all the great updates about I like it that you call it the most stylish vacation because I agree.
Well, I've got a brand new PowerPoint actually being debuted on the one and only Spoiled Agent. So hopefully everybody likes it. We've got a brand new video. So if you've tuned in before, you'll hopefully see and hear about some new things.
Oh, good. And I know, Paul, you guys have been super generous and you're going to offer one lucky spoiled agent a $50 gift card. Is that right?
That is correct. Yep.
Well,
They
thank
can
you for that.
choose any gift card they like from giftcard.ca.
Amazing. Amazing. Thank you so much. But in order to qualify, guys, you have to stay under the question period. You don't necessarily have to ask a question, but you have to stay on the question period to qualify. And if you get an email from Paul and his team in a couple of days, it's good news. How's that? For sure. Right, Paul?
Exactly. Yep.
All
We'll
right.
randomly pick one lucky agent who's stayed on through the whole webinar.
All right, well, just a couple of housekeeping. We're going to record the session as usual. And later on today, we're going to load up onto Paul's supplier page on Spoiled Agent. So you just go to spoiledagent.com, you go down to tour sports, and then you'll find the beautiful Palm Beaches right there. Okay. So that's going to happen. And also, please, if you have any questions, we ask that you put them in the Q&A box and not the chat box. If you put them in the chat box, we're going to lose them. They move up and we're like, what are you asking? And we want to make sure that we get all of your questions answered. Our friends over here on Facebook, hello, everybody. I see you have a great crowd already. I see a lot of you have already put down your email, of course, in the comments. Thank you so much for that. So we know you're here. Hi,
We've
Christine.
got them well trained.
Well trained. Christine's here. I see in from Sudbury, nice cold Sudbury. Welcome, Christine. But if you're here on Zoom, we've got you covered because you already registered, so we have your email, so not to worry. So, Mr. Larcher, if you want to share your screen, I'm going to disappear and I'll meet you at the Q&A box at the end.
I can do that. Let's see. How's that?
Looks good.
Yep. Okay. I will take it away. So thank you for the intro, Susan. I am going to just turn my camera off. I'll see you at the end. Um, so welcome everyone. Thank you for tuning in. As Susan said, I'm Paul Larcher. I'm the account director in Canada for the Palm Beaches. And if you're just joining, sorry, my throat is a little raspy. I haven't been feeling that great, but anyway, adding a little sunshine today might help. So the Palm Beaches is a very different destination. It's unlike any other destination in Florida. If you aren't familiar with it, hopefully by the end of this webinar, it'll give you a good idea. But we're going to start with our brand new video, and I hope you enjoy. If it will move. There we go.
Vacationing is an art, and the Palm Beaches are your canvas. Paint the towns any color you like, because here, it's whatever you desire. Stroll along sun-soaked beaches and unwind at boutique resorts. Savor world-class cuisine. Indulge in a little retail therapy at trend-setting shopping destinations and explore hidden gems. In the Palm Beaches, you'll discover a lifestyle that's nothing short of a masterpiece that calls you, not just to visit, but to create memories of a lifetime. Curate your perfect collection of experiences in the Palm Beaches, Florida's most stylish vacation destination.
Okay. Oh, there we go. So just to excuse me, just to start off, I thought I'd give you a little background on the Palm Beaches and how the destination became so famous. So we are officially known as America's first resort destination. The destination was really founded by Henry Flagler, who was the founder of Standard Oil along with Rockefeller. That's how they made their fortunes. So Henry Flagler built a railroad from the Northeast US down to Florida and eventually built it from what is now called West Palm Beach over the Intercoastal Waterway to Palm Beach Island. He had two hotels. One was on the Intercoastal, the first one, and then the second one he built on the other side of the island, right on the ocean. And everybody wanted an oceanfront room, and so he called it the Breakers because you could look out your window and you could see the waves breaking on the beach. So the Breakers is still there. It's still owned by descendants of Henry Flagler. It is independently owned and operated, and they spend over $25 million a year in the restoration and preservation of the building. It's spectacular. If you ever are down in the Palm Beach area, please stop in and take a look. It's beautiful. So that's how the destination really became popular. All the winter weary Northeasterners would go down and on the train originally and stay on Palm Beach Island. So where we're located, hopefully you'll be able to see my pointer. This is our county here. We're actually a very large county. These are just some of the cities that are in it. We're about 2.5 hours south of Orlando. We're about, depending on traffic on the I-95, because it is a notorious highway, it's about 45 minutes maybe from downtown Lauderdale and about an hour, hour and a half from Miami. We are a very large county. Like I said, we've got 39 cities and 47 miles of beautiful beaches. We have our own international airport. It is Palm Beach International, and it is right in downtown West Palm Beach. I thought I'd put these slides in because I think it's the only airport that I've ever been to that's got a mini putt right inside the airport. That's how important golf is to the Palm Beaches. We are the golf capital of Florida. Anyway, it's really fun. It's right next to a great little pub. And it's very easy to get to Palm Beach International. Air Canada flies from Toronto and from Montreal nonstop right into Palm Beach International. PBI is the airport code. And they do it seasonally. The start date and the end date kind of varies from season to season, but generally it's from mid to late November till after Easter sometime. And new, we also have Porter flying from Toronto Pearson Airport on their new Embraers. So we're very excited about that as well. If you have clients that want to go when there is no nonstop flights from Toronto or Montreal, alternates could be flying them into Fort Lauderdale. And obviously all the Canadian airlines fly into Lauderdale year round, especially because of all the cruises. An alternate would be Miami. It's a little further south, but that is another alternative, or Orlando. And to make things really easy to get around once you're in the destination, you've probably heard of the Bright Line. So the Bright Line I don't know if you can see up here. Move this. So the Bright Line runs from downtown Miami through Lauderdale. We have two stops in the Palm Beaches. Their first stop is Boca Raton, which is the southern part of our county. Then the second stop is downtown West Palm. This is not opening yet. The station is not open yet. But so now when you leave West Palm, you go nonstop right up into Orlando International Airport. The future expansion is to run the tracks over to Tampa. So that'll connect all of South Florida, which will be amazing. The Bright Line are beautiful trains. They're eco-friendly. They've got two classes of service, and agents can now book your clients through Brightline and earn commission. So for agents, if you want to register to book Brightline, you go to gobrightline.com/travel-advisors. I've got the website right there. The stations are beautiful. They're all very modern. If you're traveling in business class, your clients can just swipe their boarding card at a turnstile and go into a business class lounge. And there's food and beverages available as well as on the train. If your clients are traveling in like economy class, regular class, you can buy snacks and drinks at a grab and go station, a grab and go counter in the station, or you can also buy drinks and snacks on the train as well. If your clients are bringing their furry little friends, Brightline is dog friendly. If clients have a lot of luggage, you can check luggage just like you do in airline. They're great. They're great trains. And it's also great if your clients want to do like a 2-center holiday. Maybe fly into Orlando with the kids, let them play at the theme parks there, get that out of the system, hop on the Brightline, right at Orlando International, come down to West Palm or Boca Raton and have a different kind of holiday on the beach, go to some nice restaurants and do some shopping. That we have lots of shopping that we'll talk about in a minute. So anyway, the Bright Line's a great experience. Even if you're staying in West Palm and you want to go down to Lauderdale for a day, or go down to Miami to do a little sightseeing, you can hop on the train and go down. It's also great too if you've got clients that are doing a cruise out of Miami or Lauderdale and they want to do a pre or post. Again, it's so much easier than trying to rent a car. And we know how expensive they are these days. So that's the Bright Line. So let's get to know the Palm Beaches. Hopefully whoops, why'd you go backwards? Let's hold up. There we go. Okay. So this is our county. Up at the north, we've got Jupiter and Tequesta. This is Lake Okeechobee here. So if you've got clients that like sport fishing, that's a great place to go. So starting up at the top, we've got Jupiter and Tequesta. Palm Beach Gardens is an area where we've got a lot of our golf courses. This is Singer Island here. We'll talk about some of the hotels briefly that are on Singer Island. Going south, this is really the heart of Palm Beach County. It's West Palm Beach. Our international airport is literally 10 minutes from downtown West Palm. It's right here. So your clients can fly into Palm Beach International. It's a great little airport. As a matter of fact, probably I think it's about 70% of the traffic in and out of Palm Beach International are private jets. So you're not going to find huge crowds. From the time your plane lands to getting onto the beach, you could be like half hour, 40 minutes. It's that close and that easy to navigate. So this stretch of island here, on opposite West Palm, is Palm Beach Island. This is where all of our big iconic hotels are, such as the Breakers, the O Palm Beach, the Four Seasons. If you're a resident on Palm Beach Island, you probably your net worth is probably about $25 million a year. It's a very high-end place, beautiful restaurants. It's great for people watching. Yeah, Palm Beach Island is just amazing. Just going a little further south and over here is Wellington. This is really very popular with Canadians. And until I started repping for Palm Beach 6 years ago, 5, 6 years ago, I'd never heard of Wellington. But if you've got clients that are into horses, this is like the winter equestrian capital of the world. There are actually a lot of Canadians who trailer their horse and bring it down to Wellington for the winter, and they fly back and forth and ride their horses. A lot of Canadians rent homes in the Wellington area so they could be close to their horses or actually own homes. So yeah, if you've got clients that are interested in equine, this is the place for them. There's also the Palm Beach International Polo Club here, and you can actually go on weekends, usually Sundays, and go for brunch and watch polo matches. So you can get all dressed up in your finery and drink Veuve Clicquot and hobnob with the rich and famous. So going down a little further south, Delray Beach here is very popular with Canadians. It's a very, very cool little town. The main street is Atlantic Avenue that runs from the ocean over I-95, the main highway. Delray was once voted the friendliest little town in America. They actually have senior citizens that wear orange vests, and they stand on the street corners. They volunteer, and they just do it to give people directions. If you want to know where the ATM is or a nice restaurant or whatever. It's very, very fun. Atlantic Avenue is great. Lots of bars and restaurants, but not wild or crazy. It's just a really friendly town. And then moving further south, we've got Boca Raton, probably the second or third most famous area within our county next to Palm Beach and West Palm Beach. Boca Raton also home to a lot of the rich and famous. Some beautiful big hotels there. The beach is beautiful here. Yeah. And then if you go further south, you'll get to Fort Lauderdale. So hopefully this will give you a quick kind of overview of our county. In this area here, we've got the Everglades. So your clients can also go airboating, things like that. Again, 37 cities and towns, 47 miles of coastline, over 170 hotels, and over 4,000 dining options. So what can you do in our county? Well, we've got tons of sports. As I said, over 145 golf courses between private and public courses. We are officially known as Florida's golf capital. Our most famous golf course would be the PGA National. It's a hotel and 7 golf courses. The Honda Classic, you probably have heard of, is played there every February. It's part of the PGA Tour. Again, we've got the National Polo Center, which I've mentioned in Wellington. I always get asked, are there pickleball courts? Yes, there are pickleball courts. Sorry, this cold is making me can't talk. We've got the Delray Beach Tennis Open. We've got Croquet Center. And we're also home to a lot of MLB sports spring training. So if you have clients that are interested in the Astros or the Nationals or the Cardinals or the Marlins, you can go down and watch them train. So that's another fun attraction. We are a huge culinary destination. Some of the popular areas where we've got some of our famous restaurants, the Royal Poinciana Plaza on Palm Beach Island. It's a nice, small, walkable, high-end shopping plaza. Got some beautiful restaurants in there. We've got Meisner Park, which is another outdoor shopping area down in Boca Raton. I mentioned Delray Beach and Atlantic Avenue that runs between the ocean and I-95. We also have the first high-end shopping street in America, Worth Avenue, which runs east-west in the heart of Palm Beach. Worth Avenue was the first high-end shopping street in the US. It was even before Rodeo Drive in Los Angeles. We also have City Place, which is in downtown West Palm Beach, a huge, again, outdoor shopping area lots of great restaurants and bars, entertainment complexes like theaters. We've got Clematis Street, also in downtown West Palm. And Clematis Street is a really cool street, um, especially if you've got clients like millennials, maybe. They're go down for a weekend. Girls get away, boys get away. You can stay right down in town in West Palm Beach, a block away from Clematis. At night, all the storefronts open up, all the bars and restaurants open up. There's live entertainment. You can just walk up and down the street, and it's safe, it's clean, without the kind of craziness of some parts of Miami that I won't mention. We've also got the PGA Commons, which is a mall up in Palm Beach Gardens. Again, that's where a lot of our big golf courses are. And we've got Love Street in Jupiter, which is a collection of small restaurants. We are the cultural capital of Florida because of the number of museums we have and theaters. One of the most famous museum is the Norton Museum of Art. It's got really great exhibits, Asian influenced, contemporary. It's a beautiful gallery. They've got a really nice little restaurant in there as well. Up in the north, we've got the Lighthouse Museum at Jupiter Inlet, which you'll see in a lot of pictures. Whenever we're advertising Palm Beach, you'll see a red lighthouse. We've got the Historical Society of Palm Beach. One of my favorites is the Henry Flagler Museum. So this is on Palm Beach Island. It was called the White House at one time because it kind of looks like a mini White House. When it was built by Henry Flagler for his wife at the turn of the century, it was at one time the most beautiful mansion in North America. And now it's open to the public as a museum, and it's fascinating. It tells you all about how the area was developed, about Henry Flagler and how he brought the economy and tourists down to this area, how the hotels were built. It's actually very close to the Breakers, which again was his hotel that he built in the late 1800s. It did burn down twice, but then it was rebuilt in 1926. This time they made it out of stone. And again, it's still there, it's still standing. In downtown West Palm, we've got the Kravis Center for Performing Arts, which has ballet and plays and top celebrities that come to perform there. Up in Jupiter, we've got the Maltz Theater. The Murakami Museum and Japanese Gardens are also very, very popular. You can go and have Japanese tea. Museum of Boca Raton and the Museum of Art. So there are a ton of things to do. So it hardly ever rains in Palm Beach. But if it did, or if you want to break from the sun, there's lots of things to do indoors. And actually, speaking of the lighthouse, there's a picture of the lighthouse there up in Jupiter. Again, outdoor activities galore, snorkel trails, state parks, Peanut Island, which is my actually background. You can rent a paddleboard or canoe, kayak over to Peanut Island. It actually has a bunker built on Peanut Island that was built during the Cold War for the Kennedys, because the Kennedys used to vacation down in Palm Beach all the time. So if there was ever any emergency, they could go to Peanut Island and get into the bunker there. And I've heard that it's been shut for many, many, many years, but I've heard that they're going to restore it and have it open to the public. Again, outdoor nature centers, the lighthouse, botanical gardens, the Palm Beach Zoo. Again, another great place for families to go. We've got world-class shopping for sure. Again, I mentioned Worth Avenue on Palm Beach, the first luxury shopping street. City Place in downtown West Palm. Again, great place just to go and spend the day wandering around. Great places to eat outdoors. Lots and lots of shopping. The Gardens Mall is in Palm Beach Gardens, just north of West Palm. It's a beautiful mall. You'll find a lot of big name stores like Saks at that mall, but it's a very nice mall. Out in Wellington, there's a mall. Boca Raton Town Center, an outdoor mall, Meisner Park. And of course, we've got an outlet mall, which is just off I-95, just north of West Palm Beach. So I know that would make a lot of people happy. Believe it, I've never been, but I'm not a big shopper. Spas and wellness. We've got amazing spas. Amrit, which is on Singer Island, which is a brand new resort. It's all about wellness. You know, when their whole mantra when you go there is all about wellness and that type of thing. The O Palm Beach, which is on Palm Beach Island, which is one of my favorite hotels. I've stayed there a couple of times, and I'm not a big spa person, but I would spend a full day in the spa there. It is so cool. And they've got an outdoor courtyard with like a pond, and you can sit on hammocks and kind of swing back and forth over the pond and dip your feet in. They've got a restaurant in the spa with all healthy, nice, fresh food. The spa at the Breakers, another amazing spa. The spa at the Four Seasons I've seen as well. Anyway, there's lots of spas. So if you have clients who like to pamper themselves, there's um, no reason why they won't be able to find a spa of their choice down in the Palm Beaches. Um, Although we don't have the big giant theme parks like Orlando, we do have lots of things for kids. The Loggerhead Marine Life Center up in Juno Beach, the north part of the county. I love going here. Most of the marine life that they rescue are sea turtles, and you can follow them along. If you go to their website, you can actually follow the names of the different sea turtles, and the vets put updates on how they're progressing. But a lot of times sea turtles end up being hit by propellers, or they ingest plastic and it bloats their stomach, which makes them float to the surface. So those poor sea turtles, can't dive down, they can't get food. They just, if they're not found by boaters, they could just basically starve to death floating on the surface. So they do great work at Loggerhead. Definitely, if you've got clients that are going down, it's a great place. I mean, I would go on my own. I don't even have kids, but if you do have kids, it's a great place. There's the wildlife sanctuary up in Jupiter, Manatee Lagoon, where you can see these beautiful manatees. We've got an African lion safari, Palm Beach Zoo, which I mentioned earlier, Science Center and Aquarium in West Palm Beach. There's PopStroke. I'm not sure if you've heard of it. There's a couple of different companies that are similar to this. It's located in Delray Beach. It's a golf destination. So you can go, you can shoot golf balls, play mini putt. They've got arcade games, a pretty decent restaurant too. And we've also got a water park as well. So lots to do for families. We're also a year-round destination. A lot of sun destinations kind of shut down during the spring, summer, fall. And it's not really like that in the Palm Beaches. There's probably more art shows and beer festivals and wine festivals and things like that happening in the spring, summer, fall than there are in the winter. So it's a great destination year round. And if your clients do go down, if they don't want to go in high season, if they'd rather go spring, summer, fall, a lot of the hotels have great deals. Like, for example, book 3 nights, get the fourth free buffet breakfast. And it's not just middle of the road type hotels. The Breakers, for example, even do a deal like that. So there are very affordable times that your clients can visit the Palm Beaches. And again, they'll always find something to do. So hotels and resorts. I've mentioned the PGA National. If you've got clients, it's like a mecca for golfers. And you can only play, unless you're a member, you can only play on one of their golf courses if you are staying at the hotel. During the pandemic, they spent millions of dollars renovating all the rooms, all the public places. I've seen it since it's been renovated. I mean, it was nice before, but it's spectacular now. They've also renovated their huge spa. Singer Island, we've got some great hotels up there. The Marriott, for example, is one of my favorites. It's condo style. units, 1, 2, 3 bedroom condos, beautifully furnished. They've got 2 pools. One's more uh, family focused, one's more adult focused. On a huge beach, they've got a little tiki bar. They've got a small shop in the lobby where you can grab some basics for your kitchenette or grab and go items. But they've also got a full service restaurant. Um, that's up in the north. In the central part, we've got the Ben autograph collection, which I believe actually that picture right above it, where it says central, that is the Ben, I believe. This is the rooftop. They have an Italian restaurant up there, and this beautiful swimming pool overlooking, you can see to the right, Palm Beach Island. So the Ben is a very funky hotel. It's just 2 blocks, short blocks from Clematis Street. Again, a great place for guys getaway, girls, get away for like a weekend. And with our nonstop flights, it's very doable for like a long weekend. The White Elephant is new on Palm Beach Island. You may sound familiar to you because there's one up in Massachusetts and Nantucket. The Breakers, of course, I've mentioned. The Colony, also a very famous old hotel in Palm Beach, as well as the Brazilian Court. And then there's also the Hilton West Palm Beach. All the hotels in downtown West Palm are very walkable to like City Place and Clematis Street. And also the Brightline station is right there as well. Down in the south, we've got the famous Boca Raton, the O Palm Beach, which I mentioned earlier. And if you've got families, by the way, the O has a really great kids program. And it's not just like a banquet room where they throw some Lego in and just say, here, go play. They've got a very high tech family family friendly kids program. At certain times of the year too, they also offer babysitting as well. So if you have clients that want to get away, have a romantic dinner, the hotel can provide babysitting. The Four Seasons is also close to the O, right on Palm Beach. Michelin star dining there. They have a great Mediterranean restaurant. I've had several meals there. Great pool area at the Four Seasons. The Marriott, Aloft, Delray is new. The Opal's fairly new, and the Ray and Delray Beach. So lots of new builds. A lot of them have been built since the pandemic. During the pandemic, a lot of the existing hotels took advantage and did renovations. Some of the new properties, the Amaret, as I mentioned, all about wellness. It's a beautiful resort right on Singer Island. The Nora Hotel, the Belgrave, another autograph collection hotel. So yeah, there's lots of new properties, lots of things changing all the time. And we also have, for travel professionals, we've got part of our website that will give you information. You can download our visitor's guide, for example. We also have an online training portal. We have, you can either do it on your mobile device like this, or you can go to our website and do it on your laptop or desktop. But there are 9 modules, including the final one, which is the test. I think each module would probably take between 10 and 13 minutes to do. So not too bad. And right now we've got an incentive that we'll talk about in a minute. But yeah, please take a look at that. It'll give you a ton more information on the Palm Beaches. And when we do FAMs, we only invite agents who have completed the certification program. And we might be doing a FAM later this year, before the summer. So you might want to take a look at the training program. And that is it. How do you like that fancy little graphic? So I work with Eric Garnica, who is based in Palm Beach. Our office down there is right by the Palm Beach International Airport. And that is me. You can jot down my email address if you don't already have it. And that is it.
Paul, I love the curtain. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought you might be surprised. Let me try
Wow,
and
you guys really, that's awesome. Well,
I
really
get
great
I just
present.
I came across it by accident.
Oh no,
Hold on, let me get my
it
video.
we love all the extra added value there for sure. So I know you've done a really great job, of course, of depicting everything and letting them all know what's new and exciting. So just if we can take a moment before we hit some Q&A here. First of all, I asked some people, have you guys ever been before, to the Palm Beaches? But I want to mention Arlene on Facebook, who's in Newfoundland, said she's been to Boca Raton and she stayed at the
Oh,
amazing Marriott Resort for a 2 night before her cruise.
oh, great. Very
Yeah.
nice. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sure you would.
Okay, so I'm also just going to launch a little bit of a fun thing for us. Okay, guys. So on Facebook, I just launched a poll for you guys, and I'm going to do the same now on Zoom. Okay. And the poll question is, are you a certified Palm Beaches agent? Okay, so I've got quite a few people are answering right now on Zoom, and I'm going to share those results with you in a moment, Paul. But I'm going to let some more voters get in on Facebook as well, guys. Oh, here we are. Facebook. Have you guys also want to launch on Facebook? I see the poll just popped up. Zoom, I'll give you just another second. Facebook, I'll leave it up for you guys. Okay, so we've got some work to do, but this is really good, Paul,
Yeah,
because this is only how we can move forward and get more people becoming specialists here.
yeah, that's
Okay.
great.
And you guys have some like really great incentives for them to become a specialist, right?
Yes. Did you want me to mention it now?
Sure.
We'll send the details out to everybody as in the follow-up, but um, we have an incentive going on right now where if you complete the training program within the specified time, we're going to do a draw for two $100 gift cards.
Oh, awesome.
So we'll do a random draw of anyone who completes the program, and the details, the dates, and everything will be in the follow-up.
Okay. A lot of them on Facebook, I asked if anyone's been, and a lot of them are like, no, but they want to get there. Yes, love it. Can't wait to get there. Things like that. So really
Yeah,
great feedback. And a lot of like,
that's
they
good.
loved your presentation.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, let's see here. So we just have one question. And if anyone has any questions, please add them to the Q&A box. So Kent is asking, I'm not sure if you know this one, Paul, or we can maybe find
Mhm.
out. Where is the spring training facility for the Houston Astros?
I have to get back to you on
Okay.
that.
No problem. You can't know everything. So what we'll do is we'll include all the questions that were asked for you, Paul, in your follow-up as well. And then yeah, we can find that out. No problem. Here's another question here. So Madeline says lots of great information and she wants to thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the comment.
Great. Let's see here. Oh, Cheryl on Facebook says she's driven by PBI and she's booked clients there over the years. So great to hear. Continue that
Very nice.
for sure. All right. Well, lots of them wants to become a specialist. Just so you know, I'm reading all the stuff on Facebook over here as well. And of course, our friends on Zoom want to as well. So don't miss out on that. What I did was a few things while Paul was talking. I added the link, how you can become a specialist. Also, I added the spoiled agent supplier page. So when you go to check that out, it's going to give you all the details, Paul's information, those great maps and things like that. It's a really great wealth of information about the Palm Beaches. And again, you just go to spoiledagent.com and you go down to the tourist board tab, and you're going to see the most stylish destination right there for you.
You like that term, don't you?
I love it. I feel like I belong there. I'm just kidding.
It is, like I said, like I said at the very start, it is a very different part of Florida. Um, it's it's very unique, it's cultural, it's if you've got high-end discerning clients, especially, like it's definitely the place to go.
Yeah. Oh, I got a news update here. Arlene on Facebook said, I've already opened the link I put into the chat and she's kickstarted her certification.
Oh wow, that's a keen. That's very good. Thank you.
Amazing, guys. Amazing.
That's great. Thanks, Arlene.
All right. Well, you did, as usual, Paul, an amazing job. You know, you're a great friend to all of us here at Spoiled Agent. We love working with you guys and all of your Vox team members as well. And not to forget,
Thanks.
Paul was super generous, and there's one lucky Spoiled Agent that's going to win a $50 gift card. So if you get an email from Paul and his team, open it up because it's good news, that's for sure. Right, Paul?
That's it. Yep.
Well, amazing. And we
Well,
appreciate
thank
you taking
you.
time that when you didn't feel well today to join us.
I wouldn't miss it for the world. Wild horses couldn't stop me. The show must go on, right?
The show must go on.
Anyway, it's always a pleasure to work with you, Susan. And, we love everyone at Spoiled Agent. And we love all your Spoiled Agents, too. And I always appreciate people taking the time out of their day to tune into one of my webinars.
Oh, amazing. You do a really great job. You're an amazing ambassador. You're a great speaker.
Thank
All
you.
right, everyone. Have a great day. Thanks for joining us, whether it's over your coffee or your lunch. And Paul, thank you for being such a great partner.
Thank you.
Bye,
Have a
everyone.
good day, everybody.
Bye.